Hi, let's talk about integration by parts. Integration by parts is a technique used when you're trying to integrate a product of two functions. It comes from the product rule of differentiation but reversed for integration. Recall the product rule of differentiation, that is derivative of uv equals u dv plus v du. If we integrate both sides of the equation, we will now have uv on the left side and integral of u dv plus integral of v du on the right side of the equation. And then rearranging this one, we have the basic formula of the integration by parts, and that is integral of u dv equals uv minus the integral of v du, where u is a function you choose to differentiate, while dv is the rest of the integrand which you integrate to get v. Now, in choosing u, you can use the Lie rule, where L stands for logarithmic, like ln of x, log of x. I stands for inverse trigonometric, like arcsine of x, arctan of x. A is algebraic, like x cubed, x squared plus 2x plus 1. T is trigonometric, like sine x, tan x, cosine x. And E is exponential, like e raised to x or a raised to x, where a is a constant. So how are we going to use the Lie rule in choosing u? Whichever type of function that comes first, that will be your u. Now, let's try to integrate the product of two functions. The first one here is the integral of x ln of x dx. So, we have the function x and the function ln of x. So, x is algebraic while ln of x is logarithmic. So, using Lie rule, we can see that logarithmic comes first before algebraic. Therefore, our u here is ln of x, and our dv is the rest of the integrand after choosing u, and that is x dx. So, your du now is equal to 1 over x dx, while v is equal to the integral of dv, and that is x squared over 2. So applying the formula, which is u dv equals uv minus the integral of v du, we now have integral of x ln of x dx equals uv or vu, that is x squared over 2 times ln of x minus the integral of v du, where v is x squared over 2 and du is 1 over x dx. So simplifying further, we now have x squared over 2 ln of x minus 1 half times the integral of x dx. So we just factored out 1 half, and then we have x squared divided by x is equal to x. So we have now x squared over 2 ln of x minus 1 half x squared over 2 plus c. Now, the integral of x ln of x dx is simply equal to x squared over 2 ln of x minus 1/4 x squared plus c. Another example is the integral of e raised to x cosine x dx. So one of the function is e raised to x and the other one is cosine of x. So e raised to x is exponential while cosine x is trigonometric. Again, using the Lie rule, we can see that trigonometric comes first before the exponential. And given that your u now is equal to cosine x, while your dv is e raised to x dx. So the derivative of u is simply equal to the negative of sine x dx, and our v is the integral of e raised to x dx, and that is e raised to x. Then again, using the basic formula for integration by parts, we now have e raised to x cosine x dx equals uv or that is VU, we have e raised to x cosine x minus the integral of VDU, where V is e raised to x and du is negative sine x dx. Okay, so we have now e raised to x cosine x plus, because we have minus here and we have negative here. So we have plus e raised to x sine x dx. So the integral of that one. So as you can see, this is another integral of product of two functions, where the first function is e raised to x and the other one is sine x. So again, applying Lie rule, we can see that e raised to x is exponential, while sine x is again a trigonometric. Trigonometric comes first before the exponential. That's why our u here is equal to sine x, and our dv is again e raised to x dx. So the derivative of u is simply equal to cosine x dx, and v now is simply equal to e raised to x. So solving for the integral of e raised to x sine x now, we have uv, and that is e raised to x sine x minus the integral of v dx, and that is e raised to x cosine x dx. Okay, and then substituting this one now to this, we now have e raised to x cosine x dx equals e raised to x cosine x plus the integral of e raised to x sine x is simply equal to this one, and that is e raised to x sine x minus the integral of e raised to x cosine x dx. Observe that we have integral of e raised to x cosine x dx here, which is just equal to the unknown. But the operation here is minus. Now, if we move this one to this side, we now have the integral of e raised to x cosine x dx plus integral of e raised to x cosine x dx equals e raised to x cosine x plus e raised to x sine x plus c. Okay? And then simplifying further, the sum of these two is simply equal to 2 times the integral of e raised to x cosine x dx, and the right side of the equation is now equal to e raised to x times cosine x plus sine x. So we factored out e raised to x plus c. And then since what we are looking for is just the integral of e raised to x cosine x dx, we need to divide both sides of the equation by 2. So we now have e raised to x over 2 times cosine x plus sine x plus c over 2. But then again, c over 2 is just an arbitrary constant. So we have the final answer is e raised to x over 2 cosine x plus sine x plus c. Okay, so that's it. And the last example would be the integral of arctan of x dx. So you have two functions here. The first one is 1, while the other one is arctan of x. Okay, so 1 is a constant function which is considered as an algebraic, while arctan x is inverse trigonometric. So again, using Lie rule, we can see that inverse trigonometric comes first before algebraic. Therefore, your u is arctan of x. Okay? And our dv is simply equal to 1 dx or simply dx. So du now is actually equal to 1 over 1 plus x squared dx. That is the derivative of arctan of x, while v is the integral of dx, and that is x. Okay? So again, using u dv equals uv minus the integral of v du, we now have the integral of arctan of x dx is now equal to uv or simply vu, and that is x arctan of x minus the integral of v du, where v is x and du is 1 over 1 plus x squared dx. So simplifying further, this one can be integrated using the integral of du over u, which is equal to ln of u plus c. How? You can choose u equals 1 plus x squared and our du is 2x dx. Using substitution rule, we can replace x dx in the numerator into du over 2. Okay, so we have now the integral of arctan of x dx equals x arctan of x minus the integral of du over 2. So we just replace x dx with du over 2 divided by u, where u is 1 plus x squared. Simplifying further, we have x arctan of x minus factoring out 1/2. What's left is the integral of du over u, and that is ln of u plus c. But then again, your u is equal to 1 plus x squared. So the final answer now is x arctan of x minus 1/2 ln of 1 plus x squared plus c. So that's it.